Huge sale going on over on MUTReserve.com. If you use my code CK, you're going to get 30% off any order, man. Coins, training, players, whatever you need. Head on over to MUTReserve.com. Tell them CK sent you by using my code. Welcome back, you guys. Your boy CK. The Cowboys and Mike McCarthy still have a chance at the playoffs. And that's because their defense came through in week number 15, man. This is stat leaders of the week. For week number 15, man, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10K. I know we can make it happen. The defense led by DeMarcus Lawrence and company had 2 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, 8 passes deflected, 7 QB hits, 5 golden rings. No, I'm sorry. I had to, it's Christmas. I had to get that in there, okay? I'm sorry. 1 touchdown. The Cowboys are going to lead us this week, man. A 76 overall defense. Are you kidding me? Anywho, we'll see how they fare, man. I still like their linebacker core. I don't know what happened. Haven't really been watching them too much this year, but hey, name-wise, I think they have a really good linebacker core, so we'll see what they could do. The number 1 person in fantasy this week was from Philadelphia. He's so good it hurts. I'm on the bandwagon, okay? It is what it is. All right, I still love Carson. Wherever he goes, I'm going to be a fan of his. Probably going to get his jersey, but it's Hurts season. Or hey, maybe Carson stays. I don't know. We're not making this a Carson versus Hurts topic. We're talking about how good Hurts did in week 15. 37.82 fantasy points to lead everyone in the NFL. 338 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and that was just through the air. On the ground, he had 11 carries for 63 yards and a touchdown. The do-it-all QB is actually going to be the backup because Josh Allen is just a higher overall, and he was the second leading quarterback in fantasy in week 15. Him and the Bills went crazy against the Broncos. So crazy that, I felt so bad for the Broncos. Spoiler alert, I'm going to be doing them a favor in my next main channel video, Anywho, Josh Allen, 359 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions through the air. On the ground, he had 3 carries, 33 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Well-deserved Pro Bowl nomination for Josh Allen, and he had an incredible season. Honorable mentions at quarterback go to Ryan Tannehill, Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Matt Ryan, Marcus Mariota, Patrick Mahomes, and Deshaun Watson. David Montgomery had the best week out of any running back in fantasy. 32 carries, 146 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground, and 1 catch for 16 yards through the air. Nice to see him bounce back. A lot of people writing him off after last year, but hey, this is why you gotta be patient. Speaking of patience, Tony Pollard definitely has a little bit of that when he decides to maneuver through the holes, man. 12 carries, 69 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground, along with 6 receptions for 63 yards through the air. He had the most receptions for the Cowboys in week 15. Stepping up in Zeke's absence, man. Who knows? Could he be the next up in Dallas? Honorable mentions at the running back position, of course, go to Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones, Giovanni Bernard, Salvin Ahmed. First time I'm hearing him this year. Melvin Gordon III, Leonard Fournette, and DeAndre Swift. It's a travesty that he didn't make the Pro Bowl. I'm sorry. The word snub sometimes is overused, but not in this case, man. He was snubbed. Calvin Ridley proved once again in week 15 why he should have been a Pro Bowl nominee. 10 for 163 and a tutty for the Falcons. Even though they took the L, man, he did all he could, and he deserves some recognition, man. I recognize how great you are. Yeah, I don't even think if Slay was in the lineup, if McLeod was in the lineup, there would have been any chance we could have stopped Nuke Hopkins, man. Him and Fitz, they both killed it. But Nuke killed it so much, he ended up being second in fantasy for wide receivers. 9 for 169 and a tutty. Zach Pascal with a very solid week, 5 for 79 and 2 touchdowns for the Colts. Don't sleep on the Colts. They are looking really good, man. Rivers and company, Frank Reich has won a Super Bowl before. That's all I'm saying. Don't sleep on the Colts. Very underrated offense, receiver core, team in general. They are cruising. Unfortunately for Marvin Jones, it was in another losing effort, and the Lions season is all but over. They're not going to make playoffs. Trust me, I can relate as an Eagles fan, but he had a great game in week 15. He's still a great wide receiver, man. 10 for 112 and a touchdown for the consistent MJJ. Okay, I just made that up. I don't know if that's his nickname, but it sounds kind of fire. Corey Davis with a great week, man. This is why you got to be patient. People are writing him off in his rookie year after the first year. Look at him now. What's wrong with him, okay? 4 for 110 and a touchdown, the deep threat. Corey Davis, that's what we should be calling him. Robert Woods showed his versatility in week 15. He had a carry for 40 yards, and he also added 6 receptions for 56 yards and a touchdown through the air. So we have a pretty solid receiving core, man. 5 guys above an 80. Honorable mentions go to Antonio Brown, who caught his first touchdown on the Buccaneers from Brady this week. Stephon Diggs, of course, Kendrick Bourne, and CeeDee Lamb. But once again, we have Waller and Kelsey. I mean, what is this? I don't know how many weeks in a row we have seen at least one of them on the team. It's unbelievable. They're both disgusting. Waller had 9 for 150 and a touchdown. If you have this man in fantasy and you're not like deep in the playoffs, you need to reevaluate your drafting skills, because there's no reason why. Like, he's been consistently amazing all year. I mean, there's no excuse. Same with Kelsey. I understand tight ends aren't everything, but there's such a gap between like the elite ones and then you have like some serviceable ones that, you know, have bad weeks here and there. These two guys are literally like double digits in the top 3-5 every single week this season. And I didn't play fantasy, so I don't know. Maybe, you know, there's some other factors going into it. Educate me in the comment section. But yeah, Kelsey had 8 for 68 and a touchdown. Just so consistent. And yeah, I'm glad he's on the team, because we're gonna need all the help we can get, man. We're using the Bears offensive line because Montgomery was the leading rusher, and we have a couple guys under, you know, a 60 or at a 60. So we're gonna be struggling. We're gonna be struggling a little bit. I don't think we're gonna go far in playoffs, but you never know. Josh Allen can scramble. He's gonna have to do a lot of that, actually. He's gonna have to do a lot of scrambling. Let's see the scheme. Okay, 80% scheme, 85 in the spread offense. I don't know if we'll have time to do the spread offense. We're gonna need to do West Coast. Yeah, we're gonna need to get rid of the ball with the quickness. I'm not gonna touch the defense because clearly it worked for them this week. So that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, let's just see how they're doing halfway through the season. Yeah, we're doing pretty badly. Okay, 2-6 right now. Let's see if we can turn their season around in week number 9. We're gonna play a quarter against the Steelers. Let's begin with Josh Allen. Oh God, no! Oh my goodness, rough start. Very rough start. At least we didn't give up the touchdown. This is what I expected them to do. Come out pounding the rock. Never mind, they're gonna pass it. They're gonna pass it. Oh, they're gonna call that? Really? It was within 5 yards. What are we doing here, man? You're just gonna change up the rules? Come on, man. This should have been a pick 6. They're gonna take it back. You hate to see it. And just like that, Connor ends up scoring. Of course he does. It doesn't help that we're going up against one of the best D-lines in the NFL, so I'm going to have to get rid of it quickly. We are West Coast, so yeah, Kelsey. Quick passes, quick catches, that's what we're going to rely on. We're going to first down and 10. There it is. Kelsey once again. I don't care. You can call it cheese all you want. In all Madden, you got to do what you got to do, man. First down and 10. We're going to nuke. We're going to nuke. Take over. Get your X Factor, big dog. Oh, what? He fumbled. Low-key, Nuke do be fumbling a lot. That's the one weakness, if he has any. And it's going to be a very costly turnover, man. Minka's going to take it to the crib. We're down 14-0. I'm going to give him a chance to make it up, so I'm going to try to go deep. There it is, Nuke. There it is. What a route right there. Getting us across midfield. And I don't mean to trash on the Bears offensive line. I mean, they have a couple nice pieces, but you saw the 60s and the 50s. You know, Madden's not very kind to these players. Even if they're playing like 80s in real life, they're not going to get upgraded like that until they do it for like a full season. As we get the touchdown to Waller. Last play of the first quarter. Last play we're going to see is going to be a halfback draw. Samuel's up the gut. We're struggling with stopping a run. Let's see if we can hopefully get the lead and keep it. The answer is no, but they did fight. You know, they tried. Okay, they forced 3 interceptions. How did we lose forcing that many interceptions? That's crazy. Montgomery looks like he fumbled, unfortunately. Nuke did his thing, but yeah, we're 2-7 on the season. Most likely not going to make the playoffs, even in the NFC East. At least we didn't get last. 5-11 in our division. The Eagles won it at 7-9. This is realistic as hell, man. I've never seen anything like it. But yeah, let's go ahead and see the stats at least. Allen didn't have that good of a season. I don't know if he had enough time to throw the ball. I think that's really what it was. Montgomery almost had 1,000 yards. Sorry, I'm breathing heavy. I just did push-ups. All right, I gave myself a little bit of time to catch my breath. But yeah, the run game was not half bad. Waller even had 3 rushing touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Robert Woods had 1,000 yards. So I think the plan nowadays is to put the best receiver in the slot. Make sure he's the slot wide receiver because they get the most targets. They get the most yards. They get the most production for whatever reason. Shout out to whoever gave me the hat tip, man. I forget what your name was, but I do appreciate that, man. LVE led us in tackling. 2 guys with tackles for a loss in the double digits. In sacks, we were led by Alden Smith. DeMarcus Lawrence was second in that category. Did I see 5 interceptions for LVE? 2 guys with 3 and then 1 guy with 2. Cam Newton wins MVP, and we had nobody And the top, look at Kaepernick. He's always on the Broncos for whatever reason. It's pretty funny. Josh Allen ends up in the top 10 for OPOY. Oh, we had LVE at number 2 for DPOY. That's pretty dope. So yeah, there you have it, man. The stat leaders of the week. For week number 15, and you know, we struggled just a little bit. You could tell that was going to happen going in just because of the offensive line. But I'm not going to keep ragging on them, man. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Be sure to follow me on all the socials like Twitter, Facebook. I'm streaming almost every day, man. Just click the links in the description. Turn on the notifications so you can keep up to date with what I'm doing. And I'll see you guys on the next one.